With Excel, it is possible to import information from an internet or intranet site. For example, here I've got a web page with some currency and stock exchange information. I want to import it into Excel. First thing I'm going to do is copy the web address. And then when we go to Excel, you'll see under the Data tab, there's a button here called From Web. When I click this button, you'll see Excel brings up a little bit of a browser. You'll see my default goes to Google. Over here, I'm just going to place the address I copied and tell it to go there. So what you'll now see is Excel is saying, okay, there's a web page here. You'll see these little blocks that are yellow until you hover over them. This is going to be how you tell Excel what it must bring through. So in this case, I actually wanted to bring through this block of data here. So if I click it, you see a little tick comes there. You can go down, you'll see it's exactly what I want. And you can pretty much work through and take whatever information you want. What I can then do is click the import button. You'll see Excel says, okay, where do you want to put it? On some existing worksheet or perhaps a new worksheet. In this case, I'm going to go to the existing worksheet and I'm going to say, please put it at that cell. And when I click OK, what you'll see Excel has done is gone, picked up the information and brought it through here. Now, even though this data looks just like a normal Excel spreadsheet, it's important to note that actually it's connected effectively to the internet. So if I had to right click on it, you'll see there's a couple of new options. So I can edit the query, I can look at the data range properties, or I can refresh. So if I click refresh, it remembers the web address I sent it to, it'll go, and you'll see it'll go collect, and if there's been any changes, they'll be pulled through. Also on the data tab, you'll see there's a refresh button here. So you can either click refresh all or just look at that particular area. Just going back here, we could go edit query, and what it does is it brings up the query as you specified it with the tables you specified, etc. Just to point out some other buttons within this tool, in the options tab you'll see there's a couple of things you can choose. So at the moment our formatting, as you saw, had none. It just came through straight as numbers and text, but you can do rich text or full HTML formatting. There's a couple of other items which may assist you in the work you're doing. So I'm going to say cancel and cancel. Also, it's possible, again, if we right click, there's an item here called data range properties. When I click on it, you'll see there's some more options. So it gives you the name of the table. We've saved it. Refreshed control, it tells you can enable background refresh, or you can get it to refresh every so many minutes if you require it, or just refresh the data when opening the file. The formatting, you can see we can look at preserve cell formatting, or else every time you refresh it will take the web's formatting. You can adjust column widths. There's a whole bunch of options here which just make your import a whole lot better.